Hello guys! In this video, I will be talking about another important character in my storyline. This character being Moss, the Lord of Diamonds. Moss's story begins right as a fire erupts in their palace, causing them to startle awake in order to save their children, Richard and Riley. They realize for a brief moment that their wife Hira was nowhere to be seen, but of course, parental panic doesn't make you wait long. So they ran as fast as they could to their children's shared room, only to find it in a mass of flames. Without thinking, they charged in. Ignoring how due to the flames reacting to more oxygen, they sparked and ignited Moss's face on the right side. This would cause permanent blindness on that side of Moss's face. But they didn't care. As with adrenaline pumping through their body, they used their bare hands to shove toys and furniture out of the way to get to their children. When they found their eldest, Riley, motionless on the floor, they didn't hesitate before picking him up and shielding him from the flames with their back. Miraculously, before they passed out, they grabbed their youngest, Richard, before, in an act of pure desperation, they threw themselves out of the window, their own bodies shielding their two children as they hit the ground hard. The Diamond Kingdom believes that they had lost the whole royal bloodline in one night, but that simply wasn't true. Someone found them. That someone being Terrence, the king of the Club Kingdom, who had been hunting around the Club Kingdom's borders with his son, Ace. And this would have been thought of as a simple rescue. That is, if the Club Kingdom wasn't enemies with the Diamonds. Lord Moss woke up a week later, confused and disoriented, as almost their entire body had been patched up with scraps of fabric and bandages. They didn't know where they were until they looked outside the window provided in the room that they had been resting in. A wasteland greeted them. No magic, no vegetation, and air so thick, the surviving residents had to wear oxygen masks to survive each day. Moss would have been convinced that they had died and gone to hell if it wasn't for Ace, Terrence's son, who was just a toddler, wobbling in the room to greet them curiously. And in an instant, they snapped out of their trance and scrambled onto their feet, praying to any god they could think of that their children had survived as well. That's when they saw Terrence face to face. And in his arms, Richard, Moss's youngest son, who was just an infant, bundled up in a red blanket. When they couldn't find Riley, however, it was proven that their greatest fear had come true. This being confirmed by Terrence, who described how during the trip to the Club Kingdom, Riley simply hadn't been able to survive in such dire conditions while already having difficulty breathing due to smoke inhalation. This made Moss suspicious, due to the two kingdoms already being enemies. But slowly, the suspicion melted with time as Terrence and his wife, Darla, slowly began gaining Moss's trust through helping them heal. Currently, Lord Moss still lives in the Club Kingdom. Their kingdom still left in ruins, left to become rubble while their citizens still believe in their death. Rumors quickly sprouted.